Welcome back to Vibesnfrequencies. My name is Nathan, if this happens to be your first time tuning into a video. Hello, great to meet you. Thanks for being here. So for the last 2 years, I've been making videos on this channel all about my spiritual awakening and the things that I've been going through and learning along the way. For many of you who have been following my videos for these last few weeks, it's been very clear that I've been going through some things, and I've been perfectly willing to share all of that in my videos and show you guys exactly what's been going on. The biggest thing that's been happening for me is I've chosen to be 100% genuine and honest with myself about who I really am and let go of the things that are no longer serving me and are just me really just holding myself back. So in this video, you might be curious, what the hell is this about? This video, honestly, guys, has incredible value in it that I absolutely am certain will change your life today if you give it permission and a chance to do so, and if you remain receptive to that potential. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is how I'm done. I'm drawing a line in the sand and I'm moving forwards in my life with a really big part of my transformation that was realized last night, and I woke up this morning into a truly powerful place within myself. I feel more grounded than I've been in a very, very, very long time, and I truly feel as though I'm within my body. And I'm going to explain a little bit of that, and I'm going to talk about certain boundaries I'm setting now in my life. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys because it's clearly a very big step for me. And there's going to be a lot of value here for you guys too. And again, if you happen to be new to my channel, you might not know that I do crystal giveaways in my videos. And there is one in this video as well, a very good one. Relevant energy as well to the topic. So you can stay tuned for that, and I'll discuss that and let you guys know how that's going to work in a little bit. So let's go ahead and hop in. Where to begin? Well, I guess the first thing I'd like to say is I'd like to thank every single person for being here. You know, this community has grown over these 2 years to be an incredible space with so many genuine and authentic, loving, compassionate people holding space for each other. And that, to me, is the biggest success I ever could have hoped for. And that's not just my success, it's ours. We share that together. You know, that's you guys. You guys are the most profound gift that's come from any of this. And I want to truly demonstrate and let you know that that is really how I feel. That you're the best part of all of this in my life, you know? Now, second to this, I want to absolutely positively thank every single person who has been posting judgmental comments, criticizing comments. I've actually been being tagged in a lot of other people's posts, you know, hating on me on their own channels, making hate videos about me. I've been receiving some hate emails, right? Lots of messages on Instagram. It's a very interesting dynamic. And in my own personal life, I've actually been experiencing the same thing. A lot of people hating on me and projecting at me and judging me. And I wanted to thank, genuinely, every single person who's been doing that. Now, I love all of you who have been holding space for me and, you know, appreciating me and loving towards me. So I'm not trying to discount you, but I just want to make a real general statement that everybody who's been hating on me has profoundly helped me more than anything else ever has, and has truly led me to this breakthrough. And I just wanted to thank every single one of you. Thank you, everybody, for being yourselves. Thank you for expressing yourself. You know, thank you for sharing yourself with me. I really appreciate it. You have transformed my life more powerfully than I think you will ever know. And thank you so much for that. Like, fuck, man. So here's the deal, guys. When I was a kid, I was absolutely traumatized. You know, there wasn't necessarily one specific incident that I can point to and say, this is where all my trauma began, this is where it all is from. You know, there was not a specific thing. You know, I didn't have parents that were horrible to me. As a matter of fact, I don't know anybody that has parents as profoundly caring and open to their children being their genuine selves, whoever they are, than my parents. And in my personal opinion, that's the best thing a parent can do, is take care of their kid, make sure they're healthy, feed them, hold space for them, and just let them be themselves. So, you know, it's not to my parents. There's nobody to specifically point a finger at. Let's be real, guys. We live on planet Earth, and it's some hard shit here. You know, it's hard. There's some messed up stuff going on in our world. There's lots of programming that is being force-fed and shoved into us from the day we are born to the day that we die. And we are told exactly who we are supposed to be successful, and what we're supposed to want to do to be happy. And I know that I'm not the only one who knows what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you get the gist of the energy I'm talking about that is here on planet Earth, that everybody's projecting at each other. It's this horrible programming that we just keep passing along and sharing to the next generation, and the next, right? Why can't we just be us, who we really are? Why do we have to shove ourselves into boxes that somebody else created and says this is what you have to fit into? Well, I'm here to tell you that you actually don't, and I'm going to prove that right now. So, the truth is that I was incredibly traumatized when I was a child. I was incredibly bored with my life. I remember laying on the ground all of the time in the hallway in my parents' house, just feeling like shit, super bored, like I didn't want to be here. I don't want to exist in this reality. I hated it, you know? And I could never find something that stimulated me to a point where, you know, that isn't how I felt. At that point when I was a kid, I mean, you know? Now, I didn't necessarily grow up in a place that resonated with me. Again, this is no fault of my parents or anybody else. It's just the way that the cookie came into crumbling, you know? I ended up in LA, you know, living in a very narcissistic energy and community, and clearly I do not resonate with that, and so sitting in something that has nothing to do with me for that long, trying to beat into me who I'm supposed to be, was very traumatizing. So I found myself incredibly depressed, you know, very anxious, very unhappy, and I couldn't stand it, and I wanted to kill myself at a certain point. Now, what ended up happening when I decided that I wanted to kill myself was all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my awareness completely shifted up out of my body, and all of a sudden I saw myself from a bird's eye perspective. I think maybe some of you guys can relate to this. If you can relate to this, I'd love to hear from you below. Was there a certain point or a certain instance in your life where all of a sudden, you just detached and started to see yourself as almost like a video game character? Resonance is very powerful, and so is the law of attraction and correspondence. So if you find yourself here with me in this video, there's a good chance that you might resonate with this, and at least some other people might too. So I really am just curious to hear from you guys about that. Now, moving forwards, I began to see my life as if I am not actually Nathan. I'm not real. None of this is real. I completely detached, and essentially, from what my symptoms and things were, I basically was presented as having somebody who's a schizotypal personality disorder, which is kind of like schizophrenia, but not the same, right? Now, I completely disagree with this at this point. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing that I need to be medicated for. At this point, it's incredibly clear to me that what happened is I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe being me in my body. I don't feel, you know, I didn't feel like it was okay to be me. Anytime I would be me, I would be told, no, that's not allowed. You have to be this. When I would question things, when I would push against the system, I was punished. And so I didn't feel safe being who I really am. You know, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel like it was okay. I don't feel like the world that's built today is willing to accept us for who we truly are. Thank God we have each other to prove and show that that's not what the whole world is like. It's just the part of the world that's brought up in advertisement and programming, and the part that's good and compassionate is generally silenced and hidden. You know, you don't want people to know that it's okay to be them. Our whole system would crumble and fall. It's built on finances being built of people's suffering. If all of a sudden everybody was happy and good with themselves, all of the systems now in place would crumble because now you don't have to pay them to help you feel better. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. So, you know, this is part of it. You know, I all of a sudden just detached. And I'd been living my life that way ever since. Now, I remember the exact day that this began happening. It was when I was about somewhere between 13 and 14. I completely shot up out of my body and began to see the world in a very different way. Now, and that lasted my entire life since then. You know, that hasn't gone away. I'm climbing up this rock here, hold on. So I see basically that what happened is I couldn't handle life. I could not handle the way that it was. And so I detached and projected myself out of my body because I did not feel safe. Now, what ended up happening is throughout my entire life, I see very clearly now that I have attracted a shit ton of people and circumstances into my life of people who just want to feed on my energy. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Can you relate to this? For somebody who is seeing their life from a bird's eye perspective, the truth is that I watched some videos last night that brought a lot of clarity to me and helped me to realize, holy shit, this is exactly what my problem has been. This is exactly why I've been being a drug addict and all of these things. For those of you who don't know, I've got a video tagged below in the description of this called The Reason I'm a Drug Addict, and I dive deep into that whole thing. Now, I've been doing a lot of journaling and a lot of research and a lot of inner work these days, and so a lot of it just keeps becoming more and more clear. And that's what I want to emphasize to you guys, is the directional evolution of what I'm going through, because I know I'm not the only one, and I know that it's not relevant to only me. So I hope that you guys will find it within yourselves to stay tuned and know that there's a big potential in this video coming up to really help you to transform and to be in your own power. Because I know I'm not the only one who's been doing this unconsciously with my lack of awareness. So the truth is that I didn't feel safe in my body. And what I ended up doing was lifting myself up into the higher chakras, the third eye and the crown. Now, this explains a lot of why I've been so tapped in and seeing so many things and tapped into higher dimensions and exercising so much power with crystals, because I've been living from that area. I've been living up in the higher dimensions, which on one hand sounds cool and exciting. It sounds like what we want. It's what we're interested in when we start waking up spiritually. But the truth is that all of my lower chakras have been completely wounded, and I have not felt safe. I haven't felt like it's okay to be me. I always felt like my validation in myself came from making others happy and being who they wanted me to be. Let me give you an example. My grandparents, very old-fashioned, hardworking, always got to be doing something, building something. And I'm more specifically talking about my grandpa, who has a lot to do with my raising and how I was raised. I spent a lot of time with them growing up, and I kind of see them as co-parents, just based on my experience. That's how they feel to me. Now, essentially, when growing up, my parents and my family ended up playing a lot of video games and watching TV and things like this. This is pretty normal for the modern household. So when my grandparents would pull into the driveway, I would immediately quit out of what I was doing, whether it was watching a show or playing a video game, and I'd go out in the backyard and I'd start working. So they'd walk in, everybody else in the house would be sitting on the computers. My grandpa would immediately start judging them, but then he'd come out and see me working and he'd put his hand on my shoulder and say, "Nathan, you're really gonna be somebody, you're different, you're not like the rest." You know what I'm saying? So this is not me slamming my grandpa. This is me demonstrating the exact behavior in me of presenting myself to be exactly who other people want me to be. Always trying to be for others what they want. Always trying to make them happy. Now, the validation that I got from my grandpa being proud of me when I was on stage being a theater actor, the validation I got when he came over and saw that I was outside, not watching TV, that validation has translated into my entire life and has ruined me. Because I've been living up here, feeling what everybody else feels, right? What I'm talking about is the oneness. I've been walking around feeling so powerfully that we are all one. Now, we are in a certain sense, but here's what I've been missing. I am here to be Nathan. I am here to live in this body and have an experience as Nathan. My detachment has not been because I'm some kind of profound guru. It's been from a place of weakness and not trusting myself, not feeling safe to be me, feeling like I need to be what others need me to be. So I've been walking around feeling what everybody else is feeling. I've been talking to my friends lately about how there's this strange thing that's going on, that I keep attracting people into my life who are going through a bunch of shit and don't want to deal with it on their own. They want to project it at others and make others feel bad and like they're responsible for it. Now what ends up happening is I start transmuting that energy for them. Literally, I'm feeling like I'm carrying all of these people's bullshit in my body everywhere I go, and like I'm transmuting it. Now I was aware all of a sudden that I've been doing this. I need to hop in the shade real quick because my camera's about to overheat. For those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you know this is a common occurrence that happens because of the sun here in Sedona. So I've been picking up everybody else's bullshit and walking around and healing it for them. Why am I doing this? Because I haven't been doing it on purpose. I've not been doing it on my conscious awareness. I've been legit trying to stop doing this for a whole shit long amount of time. I've been working with all these protection crystals, you know, wearing obsidian on me, trying to block out other people's bullshit from coming in at me. But here's what I realized I've been doing in my true self, what I've really actually been doing and hiding from. I've been getting my validation from other people. I feel good about myself when I make a video that other people like. I feel good about myself when I write music that other people like. You see what I'm saying? That's where I've been getting my validation from. Now, what I've literally been doing in this whole oneness, living only in my upper chakras, is I've been feeling myself as everybody else's problems and everybody else's energy. Now, people, whether they consciously are aware of it or not, are attracted to me because I will deal with it for them. But here's the thing. How am I supposed to deal with my own stuff if I'm constantly transmuting and dealing with other people's stuff? You see what I'm saying? And also, I'm robbing these people of their chance to deal with their bullshit on their own. I'm robbing them of that. I'm doing it for them. I'm taking away the gift that they have on earth as a human to go through their own work. So, you know, this is a big part of it, you know? Now, the thing is, what is this doing? The thing is that I've realized that I am done. I'm done. I'm done feeling everybody else's bullshit because I have a gift. We all do. And the gift is us, who we truly are, our genuine, authentic selves. We have so much to share with each other. How are we going to manage to successfully keep moving forwards and share that and be our true powerful self when we're constantly only feeling what other people are feeling and we care so much about what other people think? I know I'm not the only empath in here. So here's what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing, and I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I literally just saw this in an Aaron Doughty video. I have not resonated with him for a very long time. But last night, something happened in my personal life. Somebody, you know, basically just like attacked me with their bullshit. And I realized, wow, this is a pattern. Why do I keep attracting so many people trying to just feed on my energy? It's been happening left and right. I see it all over. In most of the relationships that I've even had, romantic ones, it's people who are just feeding on my energy. And the reason for this is because I've been giving it to them. I've been sending out signals that people might not consciously be aware of, but on an energy level, it's literally saying, hey, come to me. I'll make you feel better. I'll deal with your problems. I'll give you my energy. I'll help you forget about your problems, and you can attach yourself to me. You see what I'm saying? It's this whole thing, you know? Now, do you guys feel like you might be doing this too? I'm genuinely asking, because you guys are seriously profound friends to me. And one of the most healing things that's been happening for me on my journey is having you guys in my life and knowing that I'm not alone. So I'm just genuinely asking, I can't be the only one who's been doing this. Does anybody else notice this pattern of people that just want to use you and walk all over you? Because here's what I've just realized. It's our fault. We've been asking for it. We are the ones literally begging for it to come to us. Otherwise, it would not be here. Everything that's happening to us, we're asking for it. And the reflection's showing us who we are being. So if you're attracting these certain kind of narcissists into your life or things like this, that's you literally asking for it. That's a reflection of you feeling weak in yourself, feeling like you're not confident in being you. So you detach And this is what Aaron said that really resonated with me. You detach, and then because you've chosen to get your validation from how other people feel about you, what we end up doing is we relax into other people's energy because we're not confident in our own. We relax into theirs. Now, what Aaron said in his video that I want to share with you guys, this is not something I came up with on my own, this is something that he shared, is he says that as counterintuitive as it sounds, because in spirituality, we're all talking about oneness, connection, source creation, infinite intelligence, right? We feel so connected to the earth around us. I am the mountains, I am you, you are me. So yeah, it's true. But what we need to do for ourselves, for our journey of healing, and to really be in our true being and feel our actual power and actually have the opportunity and the energy within ourselves, because now we're choosing to stop giving it away. Now we have it for us, right? And we deserve that. What we need to do is feel the separation. We need to feel that we are separate from each other. I've been walking around legit experiencing myself as everybody. I know that that might be hard for some people to understand here, but I know that the majority of you get what I'm saying. You feel it too. We are one with everything. We're so connected. I've been feeling what everybody else is feeling because I've been energetically stating to the universe that I am those people. But guess what? I just decided I'm fucking done being everybody else. It's time to be me. It's time to be Nathan. And I cannot wait to see what happens. So what he says that really resonated with me is to feel ourselves in our own body. I am Nathan, you are you, right? I am Nathan, you are you. We are separate. Yes, we are one in the higher chakra levels and the higher dimensions of experience. But guess what? We're here. We chose to be here. Isn't it kind of ironic that we get here and we're trying so hard to transport ourselves back up? We're here in this experience. I don't know if I can say if that's for a reason or not, because I don't know. Maybe there's no reason at all. Maybe we're just here and that's just the way that it is. But I'm done living my life, caring about what other people think, and feeling my validation from others. Because it doesn't work. It's not constructive. I can't function and be a happy human when I'm dealing with everybody else's bullshit. And I'm gonna keep getting everybody else's bullshit projected at me if I keep stating to the universe that that's what I want. As sick as it sounds, you might think, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to care what other people think. I know it sounds sick, but yes, you do want that if that's what you're experiencing. You are asking for that. Again, it's because we aren't confident in ourselves. We don't feel resonant within our own power. Something may have happened in our childhood that traumatized us, that scared us, so we detached. We went into the higher chakras so that we could relax in other people's energy, because again, we're not confident in our own. So other people telling you what to do, telling you what you're supposed to think, telling you how you're supposed to feel, even though on one level you're tired of that, you're asking for it. That's what you actually want, because you're scared to be you. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but I decided to be honest with myself, and I swallowed that pill last night, and I feel so fucking powerful today. I feel amazing. Let me show you something else. There's a sound within you. A lot of us are going around making sounds that we hear from other people who are successful and seem powerful. We're mimicking them. We're trying to be them. There's a sound within you that is unique to you. It is your own expression. And I want to show you right now how you can feel into that, okay? And this is something one of my best friends, Daniel, taught me. He's an amazing guy. He's a great, great guy. Go out in the nature somewhere where there's a badass echo, or do it in your own home. It don't matter. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna feel into the energy that you feel within your body. Whether it's traumatized, whether it's angry, whether it's sad, whether it's excited, let it the fuck out. Express you, yourself. Stop being other people. We've been going around like mockingbirds, but you're you. What are you doing, girl? So here's my sound right now, all right? I'm just gonna feel into it and I'm gonna give you an example. So healing. Damn, I feel like I just shed 1,000,000 pounds of other people's bullshit. You know? So here's what I'm doing now. I'm saying no. Sorry about that, my camera overheated. Joy to the world, joy to the world. So here's where I'm at. I'm done. I'm legit done. I'm saying no. I've been accepting everything coming at me because that's what I've been doing. I've just been asking for all of it to come in at me. And I'm glad I did. It all worked out for the best because I've integrated a lot of transformation and had a lot of profound experience to help me finally say, that's it, I'm done. I'm done. So my answer is no. I'm not willing to transmute your energy anymore, you know, and obviously you guys are my friends here, so I'm not trying to be an asshole to you. This is just a very powerful moment for me, and I'm just transmitting this frequency right now, okay? So here's the truth. I'm done transmitting your bullshit. If you've got something that you feel about me and that I upset you in some way, guess what? That's your shit, not mine, because I'm just being me, and I'm a good person. I am generally considerate of others, and I do take responsibility for my actions and the way that I affect others. So if you've got a problem with me, that's a reflection of you, not me, and I'm done. I'm not interested anymore. I really don't care what you think. And that is a true statement. I can feel it in my whole being. I feel how powerful this day is for me. I can't wait to see what happens next. I've been sitting around saying, I don't know what to talk about anymore. I don't know what my direction is. I don't know what I want. And what I've really been doing is sitting around waiting for a sign from outside of myself, waiting for somebody else to tell me what direction to go. Nathan, do this. Okay, sure. Thank goodness somebody else told me what to do because I don't trust myself. I've just been sitting around waiting. So guess what? I do know what I want to talk about. Right now, I want to talk about how fucking powerful I am. I want to talk about how amazing we are, how much of a gift it is for us to be us. So it's time to swallow the uncomfortable pill, guys. It's time, in my opinion, that we just sit down and choose to be us and stop being all of this fake BS that everybody else wants us to be. Because you're here to be you. Did you come here to please other people? I don't think so. I think spiritually speaking, we open up to so much compassion and love for each other that we want to make each other feel good. We want to help each other. Now, I get it. This is not a bad trait to have. You are a caring, loving person. You are amazing. That's beautiful that you genuinely care and consider and think about how others are feeling and how you're affecting them. That's a great energy. It says a lot about you. But guess what? I don't know how I'm meant to be impacting people. I don't think that we can know that. That's our ego trying to figure out things and understand it. And that's some bullshit in of itself too. If we really just feel ourselves in our body and feel in this sense for this topic in this video, feel that we are separate from one another, feel that you are you, give yourself permission to be unconditionally you no matter what in every single moment, and say no. Say no and draw a line. Then you will find yourself experiencing massive amounts of power. For me, my whole entire life is about to transform. I'm about to sit down and I'm about to do the real work, guys. I'm about to really get going because now I'm not living my life for you. Now I'm not living my life and trying to please you guys here on YouTube. Now I'm living it for me. And in that power, I now have much more capability of actually helping people. I have much more capability of actually making transformational videos that aren't targeted at, oh, I hope somebody likes this. I hope I feel validated by this. No, I'm doing it because it's me. It's who I am. That is raw, sexy magnetic energy that is going to help a lot of people. And if I'm triggering other people by being me, if people don't like it, guess what? Again, that's their shit. That's part of their journey. Who's to say that me being me and triggering other people isn't actually a gift to them on some higher level? That's just it. We don't know. So I guess the real question is do you want to live your life for everybody else and get your validation from how other people feel about you? Or do you want to get your validation from one simple place and one simple place only? You, right here inside of yourself, the place and the space that nobody can ever take away from you. Nobody can put themselves in there. Nobody can project their bullshit at you. It doesn't work. You have to ask for that and want it to receive it within yourself. So what I'm simply saying for everyone, blanket statement, is I'm done. I'm done. From now on, I'm me, and that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Now, again, here's where I'm coming from. I love you guys so much, and thank you everyone for being here with me. I want to reiterate and emphasize that I am not mad at anybody. I don't feel any distaste from you guys. I don't feel like you suck or anything, especially even not the people who have been saying horrible things to me. It's pretty clear to me at this point that that's a reflection of them, because it truly isn't resonant. If it is, then yes, it's important we take responsibility for our actions. But the things that people have been saying lately are completely balls to the wall, makes no sense. And I've still been letting it get to me. So I'm drawing a line. I've created boundaries. Nobody can fuck with me anymore. I'm gonna be me, and I'm going to start doing what is actually Nathan. So I've turned it off. I flipped the switch. I, yes, have a very open third eye and expounded crown chakra, and I think a lot of you guys do too. That's a gift, but here's something powerful. We can choose to tap into that when it's relevant and makes sense. But if we're always walking around with that super open and all of our root chakras and all these lower chakras are just wounded and scared to be you, then what you're doing is you're asking for everything dark and negative to come into you and take over and drive your vehicle for you, because you're surrendering responsibility and doing it for yourself. So right now, I'm choosing to be me, and I'm going to do whatever I want. And I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like, but I'm really proud and I'm really excited, and it feels amazing today because I just had so much people's bullshit projected at me in these last few weeks, and it got to be so much that all of a sudden it really made sense. I've been attracting this, I've been asking for it, now I know why, so that I could finally say, GTFO, bro, I'm done. I'm gonna live my life and you can live yours. So I did say we got a crystal giveaway in this video, and it is relevant. So here's the thing. For a lot of us, we do feel a lot of power and energy from crystals. Now, there's a really special one that I've been working with for just a few days here more specifically, and it's called the Prophecy Stone. So I want to show this to you guys. Now, I have to thank my friends on Patreon, which Patreon is another service that I have that you can sign up for below in the description of any of my videos. And we're actually doing something on there called Crystal of the Week. So just like people have a book club where they all read the same book and then they get together and talk about it, us on Patreon, we're all working with the same stones, rocks, and crystals, and then we're getting together in live streams on there and talking about it. Now, there's all kinds of other badass tiers and awesome stuff you can get on Patreon. I really do recommend you guys check it out, especially now that I just figured out how to be me and not living my life for others. I think that shit's about to start getting real here now. Real. So I recommend you guys check that out. But here's the deal about the Prophecy Stone. It is an amazing masculine protective energy. Now, it's actually a form of hematite, which I think a lot of you guys are probably familiar with. What I've been feeling from it is, I know this is a weird way to put it, but if any of you guys have ever seen a video by Sadhguru, you've probably felt his energy, that profound masculineness, the weight, the confidence he feels in himself. So here's the thing. When you watch anybody on YouTube, when you're interacting with anybody in your life, every single one of us is transmitting a frequency of energy. We all feel a certain kind of way. The way that this feels to me, the Prophecy Stone, it feels kind of the way that Sadhguru feels. Very masculine, very I am me, you cannot knock me down, deal with me, this is who I am, right? If you've seen Sadhguru, you know what I'm talking about. He's very, very in that element, and it all makes sense to me now. How could you be fully present if you're not even in your own body, bro? I've been walking around thinking I was fully present. Today, I've never felt more present. I feel it. I'm here. This is my hand. This is me. And this is the Prophecy Stone, guys. So if you want to work with an energy to help you and help yourself, to give yourself permission to tap into this and stop picking up on other people's bullshit, I'm giving away a Prophecy Stone in this video. So here's what I got. I've got 2 Prophecy Stones. Each of these were gifted to me by different friends that I have on YouTube, and I hope that you guys don't mind if you're watching this, that I'm gonna choose to give one of these away. I'm sure you can appreciate the gift giving considering that you've done it for me. So I'm not sure which one of these I want to give away. I haven't really figured out which one is the one that's meant for me yet. So the truth is that I'll send you one and it'll be a surprise which one you get. I think I will have made my mind up at that point which one I want to keep for myself and which one is calling and screaming for you. So there are 3 things to do to be included as a potential winner in this giveaway. Number 1 is to like or dislike this video. I legit don't care. You just need to interact with that button system because it's a robot algorithm choosing the winner. The robot algorithm is looking at people who like or dislike the video. It's looking at people who comment below and let me know. Firstly, use the keyword healing. Use the word healing because that's what I'm going to tell the robot to look for. Talk about what was the most healing experience for you that is relevant to this conversation and topic. I know we've all had one. If you don't feel like you've ever experienced any healing from this, just use the word healing in your comment and let me know that this is something you're going through, but you haven't quite tapped into your own true power yet, because that's fully okay. We're all working through this together. And the third thing is to be a subscriber, and you have to have that bell notification clicked. That is very important. So those are the 3 things to do. In about a week or 2 from today, I'll reach into the comments with the algorithm. It will choose the winner, and I'll respond to your comment and let you know, and I'll get your address and send it to you. Now again, on Patreon, it's really popping off these days, and this whole Crystal Club, Crystal of the Week thing is really exciting. We've all been super pumped about it, so I really recommend you guys check it out. You can legit just join for $1 a month and be part of all these live streams, extra giveaways, extra video content. It's really valuable, and it's worth it. I think if you look below, you'll probably see a few of my friends on Patreon mention that, yes, you will get value there. So moving forwards in this video, I want to let you guys know that I feel like an absolute badass. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but I feel so sexy. I feel so sexy and attractive. I feel so here. I feel like primal. I feel instinctual. I feel powerful. I feel like I am welcoming anybody to project whatever they want at me because it feels so good that I don't care. Because I've been living my entire life pleasing everybody else. I realized that my whole drug addiction came from one place and one place only, feeling that I'm not good enough on my own. Again, a lack of confidence in myself and who I am, thinking that I need substances to change the way I feel so that I can be someone better than who I am right now in my current body and experience, right? I've been trying to change myself, again, for the sake of winning others' approval, right? I had this experience with the #1 substance I was abusing called kratom, where I realized, because I've been doing a lot of journaling, I've been talking to somebody, I've been getting help and working through these things, it's become extremely clear that the reason I kept going back to kratom, even after I kept quitting it, is because I would get reflections that people don't like me unless I take kratom. I'm very intense. I'm a very powerful person. My energy is freaking huge. I don't think I have to explain that to you guys. I think you can feel it for sure. My energy is massive. And I think that that bothers a lot of people. And when I take kratom, I'm more lighthearted, I'm more fruity, I'm laughing more, I'm more electric, I'm more so molding myself into who you want me to be. And so I get a better response from people when I take kratom. I get a response that people like me, they want to be around me more, I'm more popular, I'm more fun. My videos do better, people relate to me more. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm here to be me. And that's the absolute truth, and it's the truth for you too. Now, I'm not the kind of guy to go around and preach what is ultimate truth for everybody, because it's pretty clear that we're all just dealing with our own hallucination of perspectives and beliefs that probably we don't actually know shit, and we just like to walk around thinking we do. That's a fun human thing too. But where I'm at is I think it's pretty clear that at the very least we came here to be us, because you are you. Isn't that a pretty obvious reflection right there for every single one of us? So thank you guys so much for watching this Vibes and Frequencies video. Once again, my name is Nathan. I make multiple videos every single week. Every single Sunday is a live stream, and we do different topics, and there's a Q&A section, and it's a great time to come in and ask any questions you have about any of the videos that have taken place throughout the week leading up to it. Again, I do recommend you guys check out my Patreon below. I've got some other services listed on my Etsy below for consultation, coaching calls, things like this. If you find any resonance, if you feel this power within you, if you're ready to take the next step, reach out and let me know. Also, if you guys made it to this point of the video, then you obviously liked it. So make sure to go below, push that like button, let me know what you think of this topic, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Thanks a lot. See you soon.